Guys, so right now I'm going to be doing a get ready with me tutorial. I already filled in my eyebrows, I have my foundation on, and I'm currently baking, and also I have this underneath of here, so when I do my eyeshadow, the fallout just doesn't get on my face. So it's also like a 2-in-1, baking and decreasing fallout. So I am going to start with the Mocha Latte palette from Avon. And this is what it looks like. And I'm going to be starting off with this shade in this palette with, I can't get it now, with this brush. It's kind of like a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to be going in with the lightest dark, like the lightest brown shade in here, and I'm going to be going in the inner crease with this, or the outer crease. What am I doing with my life? And blending it inwards. And I'm just taking that color until it's built up the way that I like it. And even on both sides. So that is what I have so far, and it just immediately defines the eye a lot more than it was before. So the next shade that I'm going to be taking is the lightest kind of creamy shade in this palette, and that is this one right here. So I'm taking that on a flat brush or a packing brush, and I'm just going to take that in the center of my eye and bring it into the inner corner. Because I want to do a little bit more of a cut crease, natural type of a look while still being in full glam. So that's what that looks like so far. And now I'm going into the Elite palette. I think that this was purchased at Kohl's. Not totally sure. But the first color that I'm going to be going in with is this color right here. And it's a pinky, shimmery color. So I'm going to pack this onto my brush. And then I'm going to take that right over the top of the shade that I just did and put it in the middle of the lid. Now going in, I have these brushes packed so tight in here because I'm going to be going to Vegas for nationals soon, so I have everything pretty much packed. I just did that, okay. That's okay. That palette is pretty sturdy. Oh my gosh, what am I doing with my life? Okay, I just have to take all of them out. Okay, let me pick up that palette really quick. Anyways. Crazy me. The next color that I will be going in with is this dark one right here. And it is a darker peachy color. And I will be taking that directly in the center of everything that I just did. So next, I'm going to be going back into the Mocha Latte palette, and I'm going to be using this shade right here. And I'm going to start an outer V. Let's see in the mirror. Anyways, right on the outer corners, and then I'm going to bring it into the center. Now going back into this palette, I'm going to be taking this shade right here with the same brush. And I'm going to be going into the crease. Now the next shade that I will be using is this kind of a copper color right here. I'm going to go back in with my fluffy brush right here, and I'm going to take into that copper color that I just showed you, and that is going to go into my inner corner in the inner portion of my crease. I need to go take a nap. Now going into the other side of this palette, I am going to be taking this color, this kind of purpley, dark mauve color, and just dabbing that into my fluffy brush. And this side is very, very pigmented, so I'm only taking a very little bit and taking that straight over my crease again. With makeup, you have to just keep building to get the best results. So if it is time consuming, everything is worth it because you have a very blended and glamorous look that is really good for it's very wearable, and you can also make it very dramatic as well. So building up your colors and things like that is way better than just caking on a dark color and then leaving your house, because it doesn't look blended and it just kind of looks funny to me. I mean, if you want to just slap stuff on your face, go for it, but I prefer a more built up look. Next, I'm going to be taking this color right here. So this one, I'm having issues today. This one right here, and going to be bringing that to my outer corners. And this color is also very pigmented, so you have to be careful with it. Now I'm taking the very next shade right next to it, and it's the glittery gray one right here. And I'm just going to dab that and then build that right over the top of the outer crease. Now taking my pack brush again, I'm going to be taking a very light gray right here. And I'm just going to lightly pack that onto my brush because once again this palette is very pigmented. And I'm just going to dab that right onto my pencil line. There it is. Now taking my blending brush again, I'm just going to go in with the palette that I had dropped. So I'm going to go back to this shade right here. And I'm just going to blend everything out with this just to make sure that everything is nicely blended and cohesive. Now going in with this shade right here, I'm going to go in my inner corners and just be messy with this one. And just pack it in there to brighten everything up. Now, we cannot forget the under eye. So basically I'm just going to build everything back up like I started with, like I did on the top of my eye. So I'm going to take this color right here again and go ahead and just drag it underneath of my waterline. This part I usually am pretty messy with, but I notice that it gets inside of my eye and makes my contacts really dry, so I'm trying to be a lot more careful than what I usually would be. Now taking this shade right here, I'm going to go from the center to the outer corner. And you could probably, I don't know if I mentioned this because I'm focused, but I'm using a pencil brush for this. And next I'm going to be using the darkest shade that I used in my inner corner from this palette, and it's going to be right here. And I'm going to very lightly put that on and just bring that right underneath my waterline as carefully as possible. And I'm going to bring that all the way into the inner corner. And this just gives my eyes a little bit more shape. So this is the finished eyeshadow look. I might add some more depth in a second. Now for contouring, well, I already kind of contoured. I'm just going to bronze everything up and give my face a little bit more of structure. And I also really do like to bake underneath of here just to give myself a sharper line. So I'm taking this brush right here, and I'm taking this e.l.f. palette that you guys saw my review for. So what I did notice after that video, of swatching it on my arms and using it, it did darken throughout the day. So, and it was very, very shiny, and it was very bronzy after you gave it time to set up. And after I put on my Urban Decay setting spray, so everything did end up looking a lot better than what I thought that it did in the video. And also with lighting, so when you go out into the sun, it does have that very pretty sparkly type of a look. So I would recommend you buying this palette if you don't mind waiting for your bronzer to set up a little bit. So that being said, I'm going to start out by taking this color and just packing that into my brush. And it has a lot of fallout if you can't tell, so just be careful and try not to get it on the mirror and things like that. And I'm just going to take that all across my cheekbone, everywhere that I don't have my baking or my cornstarch is what I bake with. And it is also a very buildable bronzer, so don't be afraid to just cake this on because it is not very pigmented, but if you load up your brush with it, it does get better. And I'm also going to put it right underneath of my lip and right in between. And it just gives me more of a Botox look. It sounds funny, but I really do like having bigger looking lips. And I know I have pretty big lips for my opinion. I just like them to look bigger, so why not? And this side doesn't look the same, so I'm just going to keep adding product until they look the same. And I can always clean up the bottom in this area in a second. Now I'm just gonna like blow this off. I know it's not like what you're supposed to do, but I'm not doing a client right now, so I don't really care. Anyways, so now I'm going to be taking this color right on the bottom, and I'm gonna mix it with these two colors, yeah. And then I'm gonna put that right underneath of the bronze that I just did. I'm going to take this color at the top and contour my forehead and underneath of my chin. So now I'm going to take this beautiful fluffy brush and just get off all the furs because it's shedding a lot lately. Now I'm just going to take this and dust off all of the cornstarch. Is my nose red right here? Yeah, it is. So I'm going to take my Superstay Matte from Rimmel and just pack this over my nose because it's pretty dry and it doesn't want to take product, so powder always figures that out. You know, it just kind of helps everything. And let me tell you guys, this actually smells very good to me. Like, it's not a heavy smell, if that makes sense. So, my nose area is really dry right now, and so is my chin, so I'm just gonna double whammy those up a little bit with powder and just cover it up a lot. Now I'm going to be taking this same shade right here that I used on my forehead and contour my nose. And this kind of just gives it back its normal shape because I contoured everything else, and for me not to contour my nose, it just doesn't look right to me. So that being said, I'm just gonna darken that up. And it takes a second with this palette because it is not as pigmented as I like, so. And I like all of my features to be corresponding. You know what I mean? So that's what I do with that. And now I'm taking this exact same brush because there's no product left on it. And I'm taking this shade right here and I'm going to highlight. So this just kind of gives it a very natural look. And it's not super shiny and stuff. I'm going to be taking photos and things like that today. So I don't want anything too crazy. And I'm practicing my makeup and what I'm going to do for nationals. Now there's going to be two more things that ooh, I forgot my eyelashes on this, girl. I'm just going to put on mascara because... Woo! Okay. Okay, and now I'm going to be taking this kind of a pigment. I don't know who this is from, so I'm not even going to tell you because I don't know. And this is what it looks like, and it's going to give me a very nice beachy glow. And I'm going to put that over my contour just for some blush. And this, and then now I'm going to be putting on my lipstick. This melted in the car and I just need some X. What the heck did I do with my face? Right here. And this is Pink Berry by Estee Lauder. So, there's the cap. Okay, so I forgot my mascara in my little bin thing. So I'm gonna just get that out. Where is that? And I forgot eyeliner too. How did I forget eyeliner? So that, and that. Okay. So I think I'm going to do... Actually, I'll just do it on camera. I don't even know with my life. At the moment, filming makes such a big mess, you guys. Like, you don't even know. So I'm gonna clean off this mirror because all this powder stuff got on it. And I'm going to start with putting on my eyelash conditioner from Avon, and I like it a lot. And it just kind of shapes my eyelashes before I put on everything else. So, especially since I'm too lazy to put on eyelashes today. Just do the other side. This is gonna sound crazy, you guys, but I started putting Cetaphil on my eyelashes. So I did this on accident. I was like, meh. And my eyelashes are just so much thicker now, and so what is this? It's pretty amazing to me. So now, please tell me this is sharpened. Okay, good. This is the Rich Copper in C103 by Avon. And this stuff is actually really good. It's really, really creamy and it spreads out super easy. So I'm gonna put that on the bottom lash line. I'm just gonna open up my eyeball a little bit more. And now I'm going to take this brush, my pencil brush again, and smudge it out. Now I'm taking the Marc Jacobs eyeliner. It's in black. I don't know what like the actual shade for it is. Let me see. I was gonna say, so this is just a black Marc Jacobs eyeliner. Next. And I'm just gonna put that on my upper lash line on the outside. That just looks funny, so I'm just gonna do it. You guys can even see what I'm doing, but it's just like on the outer corners. And I'm gonna smudge it out because I messed it up, so. And I'm gonna take this flat brush and do that up there because why not? Oh, I like that. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good.